have kind of a short video. We are decorating Estelle van Aalsburg's bedroom. Estelle is the only daughter of Amelie and Barthélemy, and believe me when I say she is a carbon copy of her dad. Just full on carbon copy. She definitely has the true Van Aalsburg face. Which isn't a bad thing, but it's also not necessarily a good thing, especially because Amelie has such a beautiful face sculpt. It's a crime that her only daughter, and probably what's going to be her only daughter, doesn't have her face. It's very upsetting to me. But yeah, she rolled, I'm trying to remember, I could pull up my notes, but I'm still feeling unwell. I'm basically doing voiceovers way ahead of time, so by the time you guys hear this, I'm probably feeling better. But I know she liked forests, so that's why I opened up the collection folder for that. I do plan on going over my styles in more detail. The collections folders just are not anywhere finished. I've done seating and bedding, and that's it. But you can kind of have a hint of what they look like. And yeah, she liked the color pink. And I think she liked traditional or something, I don't know. But she did roll for her hobby, because she didn't exist in Adiran, so her hobby is based on interests instead of random. So she got film and literature, and then her sub-hobby underneath that is scholarly discussion. And then a lot of her traits are like chivalrous, good with a needle. I can't remember off the top of my head what the other ones are, but she just overall seems to be like a very overly romantic sim. Not romantic as in like romance sim, I'm gonna sleep without the neighborhood, but romantic as in very much idealizes certain parts of life. So I could see her very much obsessed with like the white knight who's gonna come and carry her away to his kingdom and she will be a princess, blah 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 blah. Especially because she's very young. It'll be interesting to see how she changes as she gets older, because yeah, this is an interesting family. She's got two brothers obsessed with weather. She's got a little toddler sibling. She's got her other brother who is a romance sim, and he's basically a glutton, so I don't really know how Estelle is going to fit in with all of that chaos, if she's gonna kind of become another interesting Van Aalsburg, or if she's gonna stay on this path of being maybe not flighty, but very dreamy. But then again, scholarly discussion is a bit more serious, so who knows, she could become a bit more serious. For now, I just really leaned into the flowy, romantic aspects of her personality. I gave her a computer so she can do, because scholarly discussion is like blogging about film and literature, essentially. So I wanted to make sure she had books in her room. I gave her some toys as well. It actually didn't take me too long to decorate her bedroom, mostly because she's younger, so I left some of the style decisions in this room probably were not made by her, but were made by her mother, just because she's a child, so she doesn't have too much say in how her room is decorated. And I have a feeling Amelie was especially excited to finally have a daughter. Floral was another thing I remember now, because I was like, why did I use that set? Oh yeah, floral. But yeah, I think Amelie was very excited to have a daughter. Barthélemy, I don't know, I say his name different all the time. I think he was also excited to have a daughter because he does technically have a daughter with Azaria Oriel, who was his first wife that he disowned for her indiscretions, but he doesn't have a daughter that he claims. And so, especially because his other daughter doesn't look, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she does not look like him. She looks very much like Azaria, whereas this little one is basically a carbon copy of him. So I think having a daughter that he is 100% sure is his, like, he gets the spoiler rotten. And Amelie too, like, for her, I think it's nice to have another female in the house, even though, so, I don't know, Amelie's kind of a bit of a loner. She's an odd one for me. Because, like, you think she'd either have to be very naive, because she was a mistress for a while, but she just was so sure that things were going to work out just fine, and like, you think she would be naive. I don't think she is. I think she decided that she wanted to be with Bartholomew and that she wanted to be able to learn a whole bunch about playing instruments and getting to play very expensive, beautiful instruments, and for her the trade-off was worth it. And then in the end, well, she actually is the wife and lady of the manor now, because she held out and she was faithful to him, even though she was a mistress. Like, she didn't betray him, so to speak, so she won out. I know that that was her father's kind of intent with allowing her to go off and basically have Bartholomew be her patron, even though knowing that it was going to be more than that. That had been Karsten's hope and wish, even though Karsten later on turned his tail and definitely betrayed Arndt Blumenthal. So the Heydrich family themselves, they're not looked at very well. But of course Amelie is not a Heydrich, and most people at this point see her more as a Van Aalsburg. But yeah, I don't think that she honestly had too many hopes or expectations of the situation. I think she just was willing to do what it took in order to have that experience, that opportunity to learn more about music and to have that be her life. But this is not about Amelie, this is about little Estelle. The reason why I brought it up, though, is because I think it will color the way that they treat Estelle. I think she's going to definitely be babied and also be very much protected, because she not only has 3 older brothers, because I believe Toussaint is also older than her, but she's got a younger brother, and then she has her father and her mother, and I think overall the family is going to be very protective of her. Whether or not she's going to need that protection, or whether or not she could go knowledge sim, like, we don't know where she's gonna go. But it'll be interesting to see. We're actually almost done, though. I wanted to put a lot of flowers, again, like the romance aspect of she really likes to be given flowers. And then those embroidery hoops, because she's good with a needle, so I wanted to do the embroidery hoops. I hope she can still use the desk with these OMSPs, because I know those block off like end tables, they can't use the bed. I'm hoping that it does not block off the desk. That'll be annoying. If it does, I can fix it. But yeah, so I wanted to include like the embroidery hoops and then the quilting, I don't know, the quilt thing above her bed. And then some just extra pillows. I don't know why romantic in nature makes me think they want comfy, cozy beds, but it does. I struggle with the rug. I think I ended up not getting a rug. I can't even remember. I was getting so irritated because I couldn't find the rug that I wanted. Because I don't think I have a rug that exists for my dreams. But I was thinking of some kind of like shag rug, and I just don't have that. So yeah, I think I need to get some rug conversions, especially from Sims 4. I know there's some rugs that would have fit what I wanted. We're basically done, though, so I hope you enjoyed these. I don't think I'm going to record the rest of the house because I actually want to be able to play the round. I might, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.